Traders, there was some crazy buck wild strength on Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar yesterday. So let's see if that's translated into some trades for today. Welcome to Simply Forex. If you want to improve as a trader, then you're definitely in the right place. Each week, I'm going to give you easy to follow trade ideas, tips, and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay to the end of the vid, guys, I'm also going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. If that sounds like a plan, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash that like button, guys. Mucho gracias. So let's start with a Aussie dollar pair that is potentially a trade idea for today. And this is the only one really, right? So if we take a look at Euro Aussie dollar, and as you can see, we were in, well, we still are, we're in an uptrend, right? There's no two ways about it. And I was actually looking for buys yesterday, right? Still thought it had some more room to move into. And then came the crazy buck wild Aussie dollar strength, right? Look at this bad boy. Just a whole day of selling. But all that selling has done, all it's done is bring it down to a nice area of support. Okay, and as you can see, ever since we've hit this support level, we are getting some, bullish reaction here. And my target would just be to take it back up to these last highs here. All right, so Euro Aussie dollar, out of all of the Aussie dollar pairs, New Zealand dollar pairs, I am looking at this to buy. Now, if we drop down to the H4, because of this massive selling pressure, the H4 has become difficult, right? I would say that is H4 structure. And if we drop down like this, you can see that we have broken these last lows. So for me, that was a H4 structure break, right? And we really want to be with H4, if not H1, and we'll take a look at H1 shortly. But ever since we've hit this support, like I say, look at these candles, just super bullish. But H4, the structure is difficult. But if we look at the H1, right, this is a little bit easier, right? We can trade H1 structure. So if we just follow H1 structure, this is where we're at. So I would be interested in buying Euro Aussie dollar, right? If we get a pullback. If we get a pullback into here, maybe this level here, moving average 20 comes round, somewhere in here, I still think we have a good buying opportunity with Euro Aussie dollar just to take it back up to this 1.6521. They're basically the last daily highs. All right, so Euro Aussie dollar, we're looking to buy if that happens. But again, guys, look at this. It is just flying. Also worth pointing out, if we take a quick look at the economic calendar, you can see we have the Aussie dollar interest rate decision. All right, so this is obviously going to impact that trade idea. Okay, now it's expected to stay the same at 4.35%, so it probably will. But it's more what's said in this statement that could really impact it. And also, the other 3-star rating for today in terms of news is German CPI. And remember, this is a Euro Aussie dollar trade. So we like this trade for buys, but there's a lot of news impacting this trade. So let's just see how this news impacts it and then see if we still have a setup, guys. All right. Now back to the charts. Let's take a look at my next trade idea. And my next ideas, guys, are Canadian dollar weakness. Okay, so let's start with New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, right? And I really like this from a weekly standpoint because we are at the bottom of this trend line. Okay, and we've got this key support through here, right? It's proven to be support, and we had a huge bullish bounce off. I mean, look at this green wick followed by the bottom wick of this, right? There's lots of buying pressure down here. Okay, we are in a weekly downtrend, but lots of buying pressure. And then if we drop to the day chart now, all I was waiting for was a break of structure, and that break has literally just come today. I was waiting for a break of this high, right? And as you can see, we finally get a break, right? This candle right here, yesterday's candle, has broken these highs. Only just, but it has. And it's a very bloody bullish candle, right? That is more bullish than old Bullseye and Jim Bowen. Okay, and if that's not enough, we've broken out of this trend line where price keeps respecting. So I'm really liking New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar buys back up to these last highs here in this 8,350 psychological level. So that's the day chart telling me to buy it, and the weekly. Now let's drop down to the H4, and we are also in a H4 uptrend, right? This is where we want to be. The structure of the H4 has been tricky, but this is basically where we're at, right? We're getting higher lows, higher highs. We're in an uptrend. And, you know, you can see what was once resistance becomes support. So this area in here could be a really nice area to start buying New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. All right. So, yeah, that's my next trade idea. To carry on this Canadian dollar weakness, my next trade is Canadian dollar yen. Now, out of all of the yen pairs, yesterday we saw some yen weakness come in, right? But we're still in, you know, higher time frame downtrends, right? So a lot of the yen pairs are in downtrends, but we saw a bit of buying pressure yesterday. Okay. Now, all this did, guys, with Canadian dollar yen was we're in a downtrend and just brought it back up to the top of this range we find ourselves in. We've got a bit of a top wick here, and the idea would just be to take it back down to the lows, if not a bit further down to the next piece of support and this 105 psychological level. If I zoom out, you can see why that is support, guys, right? You can see price has reacted in here previously. Okay, and yeah, this is a green candle, but look at the top wick. There's been some rejection here. Now, if we drop down to the H4, we are still in a H4 downtrend, right? It was in here, and then bang, we're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. Okay, we've got a nice big bearish H4 candle. We could just enter on that. But what I'm waiting for is this. If we drop to the H1, we've still got about 16 minutes for this candle to finish. But if we get a candle, right, this H1 candle that finishes like this, right, as it is now, we've still got 15 minutes, I will start selling CAD yen, right? Because this is a H1 structure break. Okay, you can clearly see we would start getting lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so yeah, if this candle stays like this, I think this is a great selling opportunity with CAD yen back down to these lows. And finally, guys, the last trade idea for today. Before I show you my last trade idea, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Please come join us for the live stream today, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Get all your questions ready for me. And finally, please come join our free Discord channel. We have a great trading community. You can have a chit chat with traders, share knowledge, ideas. Come join our free Discord channel. You won't be disappointed. Finally, guys, my last trade is this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. And this is a tricky one on the lower time frames. Now, on the daily, right, this is quite clear, right? We was in an uptrend and now we're in a downtrend, right? It's even broken all of these lows through here, right? So we're in a downtrend. Right, you can clearly see that, and we're getting some nice top wicks on these candles, which would suggest we can come back down to these last lows here, if not further. Right, this is more of a weekly, longer term play, back down to this level. All right, so we're looking for sells, right? But if we look at the H4, right, price is building up. Yeah, you can see we was in this downtrend and then bang, right? We are in an uptrend on the H4, right? And this is not where we want to be if we want to sell, right? So this is what I would wait for. If we drop down to the H1, you can clearly see we've had a structure break, right? H1 was in an uptrend and then bang, right? We are now in a downtrend. Lower lows, these highs are holding. But because of that H4, I need to see a break of this level. All right, so if price comes down, perhaps does something like this, maybe hits it again, and then we get a break, then I'll be interested in selling Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar back down to here. If it doesn't, and this level holds and we start seeing more buying pressure, not interested. All right, I need a break of this level to start selling Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. And that's how you should roll, guys. You should plan your trade. You should know exactly what you're going to do before the trade even happens, right? So plan ahead. All right, guys, and those are all of my trade ideas for today. If you've enjoyed them, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Come join me for the live stream later today and have a great trading day. See you later, guys.